Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Uncanny Spirits Club Cheap Shot Challenge. And this one is another interesting one. The last Cheap Shot Challenge episode I did was with the Kentucky Gentleman, which was a Sazerac product, or at least Sazerac owned. They didn't produce it themselves, but they own it. And it was $10.49 here in Ohio, and it gave me the impression of a Werther's butterscotch candy, Werther's original, if you know what those are. Um, and it mixed well with other things. It mixed well with cola and whatnot. I was at the store today, didn't expect to find anything within that price range that was still, like that one was, and I found this. So you've seen the Kentucky Gentleman, you've met him, but now you're going to go to the Kentucky Tavern. This is Kentucky Tavern Special Reserve. Once again, full proof, 80 proof, 40% alcohol. Once again, owned by Sazerac. It's from the Glenmore Distillery in Owensboro, Kentucky. But it's bottled in Louisville, Kentucky. And it was next to where the Kentucky Gentleman was, and it's another good-sized bottle owned by Sazerac. This one was 80 cents more, or no, 40 cents more. It's $10.89 and not $10.49. So I'm interested to see if it can dethrone the other one. The other one's the cheapest and still tastes good. If this one tastes better than that, it's going to be worth the extra 40 cents. So we're going to see how this goes. Screw top, of course. Anything in the lower price range usually is a screw top, or it's Japanese. Smells decent. Smells a little bit like the Gentleman, which is a weird thing to say. Smells a little bit like a gentleman. Let's pour a smidge in the cup. A liberal amount there. Top the top back on. Smells a little bit more bourbony. Smells a little bit more bourbony to me. So let's see how that goes. A little bit more fume, a little bit more obvious alcohol smell. So, bottoms up. It is different. It is different. This one has a distinct chocolatey caramel taste. Now the other one too, it reminded me, after I thought about it for a while, it reminded me of a cognac. So it reminded me of a whiskey trying to be a cognac, or a cognac trying to be a whiskey. This one it's interesting. It's not bad. It's not too strong on the mouth. You do get a bit of numbing sensation. Like my tongue's feeling super, super numb already, even though it's only 80 proof. But I'm getting some chocolate and some caramel, almost like one of those chocolate caramel candy bars that you get where you break off a piece and there's caramel all floating all out that I can't really have anymore because all that stuff has heavy milk quantities in it. It's not bad. It's definitely different from the Kentucky Gentleman. I wondered if it was going to be close to that or if it was going to be something different, and it is different. Almost a little bit of peanut butter in there. Almost. It's an interesting bit of flavors, and I think I like it more than I like the Kentucky Gentleman. I think it's slightly less sweet, which makes it more palatable to me because I don't like super sweet whiskeys as much anymore. And it doesn't taste like something else. It doesn't taste like a cognac like that did after I thought about it a little bit. It's decent. I like it. And I think actually it's worth the extra 40 cents, which is, quibbling a little bit. But $10.89. So I'm in a quandary. Quandary. Quandary? 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 I don't know. I'm perplexed because the Kentucky Gentleman is the reigning champion of the Cheap Shot Challenge because it's the cheapest you can get and still taste good. But should I keep that definition or should I give some wiggle room and have it be within a cheap range and still taste good? And if this tastes better than the other one, it is 40 cents more, but is that close enough? That's an existential question. Kind of tough. But it's decent. I like it. I'm going to show the bottle one more time. This is just a short video. Is the Kentucky Tavern Special Reserve. I wonder if there's an original Kentucky Tavern that's even like cheaper than that. That's not the Special Reserve. I wonder what that's like. And 1 liter, 80 proof, 40% alcohol, $10.89 here in Canton, Ohio, in my local grocery store, and distributed by Sazerac. Okay, decent. I like it. I like it. It's good stuff. I like it better than I like the Kentucky Gentleman, but I think the Kentucky Gentleman is still the reigning champion because it still tastes good. Even though this tastes better, it still tastes good at 40%, 40 cents, 40%, 40 cents. I'm too many 40s. Too many 40s. Just kidding. 40 cents cheaper. So the Kentucky Gentleman is the current champion of the Cheap Shot Challenge because it is the cheapest that I could find that still tastes good at full proof. There are other things that are cheaper that are not at full proof, but they're dethroned by something that's at full proof because that gives you the good alcohol feeling, and so you don't have to drink as much of it compared to the weaker stuff, and it still tastes good. But this is a close second. This is a close second, very close. So right now the top three are the Kentucky Gentleman at $10.49, the Kentucky Tavern at $10.89, and the Benchmark Old Number 8 at $11.99. Okay, so there we go. That's all I got, and I will catch you folks next time. Until then, cheers.